London is Angeline Cordero Calaini.
Thank you. Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
I know that you are in a nursing profession.
That is correct.
Obviously, Filipinos are very popular in our profession within nursing.
Yes.
So what Filipino cultural trait that you are very proud of?
Ooh, okay. So, yes, that is correct. I am a pediatric nurse, and my mom is also a neonatal nurse. And that's one of the reasons I got into nursing, is because she inspired me to pursue nursing. And I believe that Filipinos are one of the most strongest people, most hardworking people, and the most passionate and caring people I've ever met. And I think that's why it's so prevalent to see within nursing, to see a lot of Filipinos, because care is not something that you just learn to do. Caring comes from the heart. And I feel like with Filipinos, I feel like we're so honest in how we feel, and when we want to care for someone, it comes straight from the heart. And I think that's something I learned from my titos and my titas working in a profession full of Filipinos, and they also continue to inspire me to be a better nurse every single day and to put my full effort into caring for my patients. So thank you.
Thank you, Miss London. And the last question. Oh no, we still have last two, yes. Mr. Romford is Michael Carter. Just to let you know, guys, that's why you cannot see the ones that's been asked already, because they have to have their individual portrait photos with the official photographer. Otherwise, they won't be able to get the photos.
Hello.
Hello.
You're very young.
Yeah.
I'm curious, what does success mean to you, and how does doing something like this contribute to that idea of success?
Okay, so I'd say, I'm one of the youngest competitors here, as you said, and I just want to inspire my generation, my peers, that they too, can develop skills through sports, and experience new things as well, because we are the future generation who are going to look after the world. And I believe that, through sports, through fitness, we can build up strong leaders, strong people that will look after the earth.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Romford. Thank you, Miss London. Thank you, Mr. Brighton. And we have the last delegate here for the press.
How are you doing?
Good, thank you. How are you?
Okay, darling. Okay, so my question. You have a background with a law degree.
Yes.
Not an easy thing to get. How does studying law, how has that influenced you in the position you're in? How does it contribute to what you want to do in the future?
Yes. Studying law has helped me improve my public speaking skills, gain strong communication skills, and also developed a sense of awareness of the current affairs in the society at the moment. I believe that studying law will help me propel my platform using my strong interpersonal skills to make sure that my causes are clearly and confidently delivered to the public. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And there you have it.
Thank you so much, Miss Basildon. Miss Basildon is Mary Queen Peralta de Collingon. Thank you. You may now go change.
This time I'm picking Mr. Brighton.
Mr. Brighton is Jan-Luc Fernio. Step forward, Jan.
Hello, Paul.
Hello. You mentioned earlier that you play piano.
Yes, sir.
So I'm just going to use a metaphor. Who is your most instrumental person prior to entering the Mr. Filipinos UK 2024?
Good question. I'm going to go against the grain. This is not a Filipino person, he is a musician. Some of you may know him, Ludo Vicio. Ludo, you might know his piece, Experience. I saw him live in Brighton in the Royal Hall. And when I went to see his performance, I just left flabbergasted. And that same night, I went home and learned that piece that inspired me. It just goes through waves of emotion, and I think that's what life is about, and music does it best to express the highs and the lows of life. And the main reason I joined this pageantry was just to put myself out there and gain confidence and meet some lovely Filipinos in the community. And I'm hoping to, using this platform, to raise awareness about mainly the use of social media. I think nowadays, whenever you go on social media, you can get carried away, like if you just go scrolling for hours when there's actually a lot of more valuable stuff you could be learning. So instead of the short form, you could learn something you're curious about. Personally, I'm really curious, so if there's something I don't know, I'll have to type it in Google, find out how to do it. And the main thing teaching the younger generation how to manage the technology we have today properly, so that they can be set for a better future. And that's it. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yeah, means time's up.
Hi, good afternoon. If you won this competition, how can you spread this experience to the Filipino community?
So growing up, I have a wonderful support from my family and my friends. I've been very involved with the community, especially with university as well. And I've been part of the committee for my Sari dance squad for the past 2 years. Firstly, in my second year, I was competition coordinator in my third year, and then in my second year I was performance exec. This involved me delegating our Christmas show and our annual competition. So if I do win this competition, I'll be able to use these skills and forward it to the community, allowing me to advocate for my awareness for domestic violence and empowering women. This will help me with my competition, as being able to do this with the skills that I've gained from being in second year and third year being in the committee. The skills has allowed me to speak with inside and outside professional contacts. Not only this,
Okay. My question is, what is your plan for today's competition, and what are your strengths in joining this competition?
My plan for today's competition is to overall improve my self-confidence. I think it's a really good confidence booster for me, and as I said before in my biography, it helps me step out of my comfort zone. But overall, in this competition, I think if I was to win, I would spread my my voice about how the children need to be treated equally in the school, and that each disability should be treated with respect, and every child should have equal education. Thank you.
Ay, may pa-sound effects si Direk. We have the right to suspend the question. Thank you very much. Okay. The next question.
My question goes to Miss South Leicester.
Miss South Leicester is Shamara Krupa.
Wow. Anyway, you know that the economy in the Philippines is a little bit down at the moment, but it's getting boost a little bit. That's what they said in the news, you know. But the question is, we are here in UK, and we know we are very lucky that we are here in UK. How can you help our country boost our economy in your own way?
as we probably all know, OFWs are one of the strongest economic supporters by remittances. But in my own way, I think supporting local products would be the best way that I can do, and that's the main way for me to support our local economy and promote them as well to everyone, because through that, hopefully the rest of the world appreciates Filipino products, and in turn that boosts economic transactions and product tourism as well.
Thank you so much. That was
You are the president of all Filipino society in your university union. Could you please tell us your platform? What do you promote?
Well, I'm not only just the president of the Filipino Society, I have also been last year the media manager, so I handled everything that was being promoted and showcased onto our Instagram. I was also handling making the videos, taking photography to capture every moment, to be able to inspire people of what we do and to bring a closeness, a family far from home. I want to be able to be I want to use my platform as not only the president, as not only a media manager in the past, as not only the signatory of my society, I am also a well-being officer. I truly promote our mental well-being because I know for a fact, and I've struggled with anxiety and other mental illnesses, but I know that has not stopped me, nor has that limited me to be where I am today. None of these things would, if they never happened, I wouldn't be the strong woman standing before you today. I want to be able to empower women, empower the youth, the next generation, to be a role model, to be a leader, because I was just a simple girl. I grew up in church. I moved from city to city. I lived in both the UK and the Philippines. I've seen the struggle that people in the streets of Philippines have gone through. I had to farm. I've had to be in the streets as well, playing with the children in Philippines. That culture, yes, it might be simple, but it's an enjoyment that not everyone will experience. And I feel like these challenges promoted me to be the spearheaded leader that I am. And through that, I was able to champion my society to get the Society of the Year award, as well as be nominated as Signatory of the Year of 2024. Thank you.
Question of food and body fitness and science. Could you please tell us about your experience in this industry?
Come to again, bachelor. Oh, fitness. I've started as a baker in a well-known retail company. So I turned into a head baker, and then because for me, I want to have a life balance, which is really important in our life. So I applied for a fitness coach as a fitness instructor to the young kids, to the youth, and give them motivations to do the fitness instead of doing some other things. So, and then after that, so I manage my time as a head baker and a fitness coach because I know what it feels like that.
Lovely. You look lovely.
Thank you.
So yeah, you're the representative from Chelsea, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah. Me myself are from Chelsea, and my kids are also grown up. I've been raised up in Chelsea, and you are from La Union in the Philippines.
Yes.
Right. My question is, can you tell me more about your culture in La Union, the food, the places that you're gonna be like proud of your roots from the Philippines to the people in here? Yeah?
Okay. Actually, I've been here to UK since 2006, but from now on, I didn't go back home yet. So I know only in Philippines I hear that the food there is a lot of the food dishes like adobo, kare-kare, and actually I'm not very good with the names, but I know only the food. Yeah, but my favorite food is fried chicken. Yeah, that's my job. Yeah, the Jollibee. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Beauty. I'm one of the fan of self-care is self-love. Okay? So in what way can you promote inner beauty?
Inner beauty to me is expressing oneself through your actions, your words, not just to yourself, self-affirmations, but to others around you, for they can also give you self-affirmations for you. And I believe that through my work in cosmetology, I enhance those that don't feel like they can show off or express their inner beauty, and I take time into consulting them before doing treatments, and I find that stage most important to find out what they
are immersed with our cultural values. So my question to you is, being a young Filipino and representing the Filipino royalty candidate, how can you educate or share to other young Filipino our cultural values?
Thank you for that question. I believe at such a young age, education is a choice. Growing up here as a Filipino or British, it is up to you if you want to understand about your roots or your cultural values. But through this pageant, through Mr. Filipino's Royalties,
your society, your friends, and of course our Filipino community in the United Kingdom. Thank you.
Thank you for your question. So, as Vice President this year and Events Director for My Filipino Society last year at Queen Mary University of London, I've been able to help all those who are living far from home or living abroad and studying in London, and helping them find a safe space within their university where they're studying to find guidance and help and find a shared love for our culture, be it our food, our music, or even just celebrity gossip as well as politics. I've helped so many people and met so many people through this platform by helping organise the Philsoc Gala this year and last year, being involved in multiple different events. I've made so many new different friends. I know there's a lot of students in here today that I'm sure are part of their own societies, and I know that they can vouch for me when I say that it's such a great feeling to have a support group when you're far from home. And this is the same thing that I want to express in this platform, that I find vital as a great opportunity to find comfort and share love and kindness and just spread positivity and share to Filipinos and non-Filipinos how important our culture is and how important it is to us. Thank you.
Congratulations for being a president of the Filipino Society of University of Surrey. Is that right?
Yes.
Yes. So my question is, one of the slogan for Miss Universe is about transformational leadership. So how does transformational leadership inspire uniqueness and wholeness in oneself and being effective on a member of the society? Just share your experience being a president of your society.
Are you able to repeat that question, please?
Okay, so in the Miss Universe organization, they talk a lot about transformational leadership. Yeah, because of the two of you is the president. You're the president, right? And she's the vice president. I admire our young generation that they're stepping up to be a leader in preparation to be the leader of our country, maybe. So my question is, based on your experience as a leader in your society, can you just share how can you be an inspiration to your generation?
I feel like being the society president of the University of Surrey Filipino Society, I feel like I have been able to inspire my peers, my members, to bring upon not only inclusivity with Filipino culture and being able to develop what we have, to share our traditions, to share our language, to share our bayanihan. Because Filipino culture isn't just for Filipinos. I believe it's for everyone to share because our culture celebrates something that is so positive. I believe that it transcends beyond some understanding of other cultures. And as the president of my society, I feel like I've hosted events where I've been able to share our culture, but also been able to collaborate with others, talk to sponsors, as well as see other universities in events like our PhilSoc Gala, our Surrey Sports Fest, and use the
Wonderful question. Good afternoon, everyone. You use your uniqueness as a motivation rather than using it as a weakness. And so I want to break barriers and stereotypes by being the only person in the room. That doesn't necessarily mean you shouldn't have a voice. You should walk in that room, fake it till you make it, even if you don't feel confident. They don't know you're nervous. You don't know I'm nervous. And so you walk into this room with a voice, with a passion. It doesn't matter if you're the only minority, if you're the only woman, but use that to your own advantage. And that's what I do. I use it to my own advantage, and I use being the only person in the boardroom as to my advantage. Thank you.
Everyone is talking about in the news about mental health issues and social life. So how would you promote mental awareness in your own words, bringing this platform towards the society?
Thank you for that question, and thank you for coming, press. To answer your question, I believe that it's important to spread positivity wherever you are, regardless of what your advocacy is. At the end of the day, our goal is to achieve a better life for everyone. We want to be successful and succeed in whatever career we pursue. However, towards mental health, it's a stigma, and especially in the Filipino community, we lack education in that. So I've created a platform which I've recently launched and founded, which is Mabuhay Times. And the name itself, Mabuhay Times, means welcome or happy times. So I feel like that to me kind of resonates what I want to use my platform for, which is now Mr. and Miss Filipinos Royalties UK, and bring and spread positivity in an active, transformative leader to my peers and young generation before me, but also to build a network and a community of champions and educate each other about mental health, because we want to remove the stigma and the negativity towards hearing mental health, especially in social media, like you said, or in the news. We kind of sway away from that. So I want to bring everyone and bring inclusivity in towards not just the Filipino community, but everyone around in the UK and hopefully around the world, and use the platforms that I have now. Thank you. Thank you.
My biggest motivation joining this competition, there are so many, but perhaps my main one is the fact that it combines my love for beauty, fashion, and all things creative with my passion for advocacy. And as I mentioned from the start, there is absolutely no doubt that value in itself should be valued. Beauty in itself should be valued. We cannot undermine that. But beauty without a purpose, and that is a point of pageantry, and the reason why I don't only just model but do this. Beauty without a purpose, to me, is futile, because you will forget beauty, it fades. But how you leave people feeling, how you improve their lives, their legacy, that is yours and yours alone. And it will live with you not only for your lifetime, but also
their home. Do you think that's a good idea as well, to adapt the way we do it here in UK, that once they are old and they're suffering from dementia, they put them in care home? Do you think that's a good idea to implement that as well in our country?
Well, I think for me personally, I think I would prefer if we look after our family member when they grow old in our own home, because especially with our mom and dad, personally I would like to look after them when they get old, so I can provide my own their care personally. So, but I think it depends on the circumstances. I think people bringing them in the care home because obviously they have the work and they also have something to do in their life. But if we're gonna talk about in the Philippines, if we're gonna put the same principle in here, I think I would prefer our normal tradition that we normally look after them by ourselves. So yeah.
That's it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Your hero. So I think everyone in the room knows about Manny Pacquiao, yeah?
Yeah, they should do. They should do.
From his humble beginning, from being
Superstar.
from mahirap kumbaga in Tagalog. So he became a politician, and later on he became a professional boxer, yeah? So my question is, ano yung characteristic ni Manny Pacquiao that you choose him to be your hero?
There's a lot of reasons. Number one, so the two obvious reasons is that he's Filipino and that he's incredible at boxing. And other than that, I think his story is incredible, you know. A lot of people don't know, for his first professional fight, he actually stowed away on a boat. So he was a kid, a starving kid in his province, and he stowed away on a boat to get his chance at his first professional fight. I think that's a mentality to look up to, pure courage, pure heart. So that's why I look up to Manny Pacquiao as my hero.
Being a politician for Manny Pacquiao, do you have any point of view about yung mga niya sa Philippines?
To be honest, I don't really keep up with Filipino politics, so I don't really have many views on it.
You don't support or you don't discourage about Manny Pacquiao?
Nah, I don't really have any views on it, so I can't speak on it.
That's the last question I got.
Alright, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Birmingham.
Thank you so much, Mr. Birmingham. That was really insightful. So, let's move on, shall we? Can we have the next member of the press to ask the question?
Yep, who do we have next? Alright, Ray.
We have Mr. Ray Abisanes of One Philippines.
Good evening po sa inyo lahat. I'm the publisher of One Philippines newspaper, UK.
The most read Filipino newspaper, local newspaper, by the way. So no pressure.
Yeah, I want to have a question to Miss Romford.
Miss Romford.
Okay, I believe you are currently a GSCE student.
Yes.
Tell us your purpose of studying geography,
Yes.
further math, drama, and music.
Yes. Sorry, what is the question? I didn't hear.
Yeah, tell us your purpose of studying geography. But what's the purpose?
So I chose to study drama and dance first of all because I love expressing myself through the arts. At first, I was quite scared to take dance because I am more experienced in styles such as hip hop, commercial, and contemporary. But the people around me did ballet and tap. But I'm happy that I put myself into that position because I've learned so much from learning dance, such as stuff as teamwork and confidence. Same with drama. I really enjoyed it. I was scared because I wasn't as experienced as my other peers. However, through doing it, I've learned so many life lessons like the support of others. I did further maths because I didn't really have a choice. I was in top set. So we had to do further maths, and I'm so happy. It has increased my creativity. Just because maths is a statistical subject, it doesn't mean you can't be creative with it. You need to find ways to solve an equation, which is great. And with geography, I was debating whether or not to take it, but it is something that I do not regret doing because I'm now advocating for sustainability, which is so important. I've become way more knowledgeable about the earth because I've taken geography.
And how about music?
Music. So, my biggest inspiration is probably my dad because he can play many instruments as well.
Oh.
And I love music because it's just a different way of expressing yourself. Like, in my opinion, I understand music more than the English language, so I just love it. It makes me so happy. Even talking about it, I can't stop smiling.
I believe you've done it myself for the same, because I'm a graduate of Conservatory of Music, I'm a composer.
Oh, wow.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Rumford. And